Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Azula from the HummingBirdCoven. Welcome to your full moon and Aries oracle guidance, as well as a mini pick a card reading that I will have for you closer to the end of this video. I'm going to jump right in because I don't want this to be too long. I'm filming it on the day of the full moon, so I want to make sure that I get this out to you. So grab your tea, grab your notebooks, grab your pencils, grab your incense, grab your candles, grab your water, whatever you need to feel comfortable and to get ready to receive this message. I have all of the planetary transits. I wrote notes on all of them, but I'm going to start with your rising sign, which you can find if you know your time of birth. You can find it with the natal calculator that I have linked down below in the description box. To see what house is being affected for you during this moon. So if you're an Aries rising, this is going to affect your first house. If you're a Taurus rising, your 12th. Gemini, your 11th. Cancer, your 10th. Leo, your 9th house. Virgo, your 8th. Libra, 7th. Scorpio, 6th. Sagittarius, 5th house. Capricorn, 4th house. Aquarius, 3rd house. And Pisces, your 2nd house is being affected. And with that, I'm going to jump into the transits. Again, make sure you have your notebooks because there's a lot of energy that has definitely shifted since my last video. It was kind of in the process of shifting as we had Jupiter, who's been retrograde in Capricorn for the majority of this year, went direct on, I believe it was the 29th of September. So that was definitely a big shift that we had. And then we just had Saturn, who has also been retrograde in Capricorn for a decent amount of time. It moved into Aquarius and then went retrograde from Aquarius back into Capricorn. And now it is moving back direct towards Aquarius. And it will continue to move throughout the zodiac. But yeah, we just had Saturn go direct in the sign of Capricorn, so that has definitely created a huge shift as well. Specifically though, I'm going to start with the energy of this moon, which is the full moon in Aries. First of all, so what's going on in Aries right now, we have Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries, and we also have Chiron retrograde in the sign of Aries. At the time of the full moon, these aspects are going to be very much triggered for you. Chiron is the asteroid. It's the wounded healer. It's what helps us to our healing process. It shows us what needs to be healed and how we can go about healing it. And this is, the moon is in Aries, so our emotions are going to be very much heightened at this time, and especially as we're moving more and more into super moon season, and then eventually eclipse season we'll be ending this year off with. So this is already kind of like the prep for that energy. Energy is starting to be heightened again as it was in the beginning of this year during March, April, May time. So emotions are definitely heightened with the moon being in the sign of Aries. Aries is the god of war in Greek mythology. So it can be very aggressive, very assertive. But mostly it's just an energy that knows what it wants, it knows what it's fighting for, and it's willing to fight for it. Is basically the energy that can be either taken good or bad depending on your intention and depending again what you're fighting for. So yeah, it's also the emotions are running so high as well. It's because again, at the time of me filming this as well, the moon is still in the sign of Pisces. It's kind of moving from the last degrees of Pisces into the sign of Aries, which is heightening the emotions even more because we have Neptune, which is the ruling planet of Pisces, is still retrograde in that sign. So what that has been doing, and Neptune will be retrograde in that sign until November 28th. So even after this full moon, our emotions are still going to be high. We're still going to be feeling a lot of intensity, possibly burnout. It's asking us to look at our coping mechanisms and see if they're healthy. If we need to go to therapy, if we need to release, like how are we actually releasing the negative energy? How are we transforming? Do we have healthy habits to deal with this like the old issues or things from your past that are being brought up to the surface. That's what Neptune and Pisces is doing for us right now. It's bringing all of those shadow aspects as well, or possibly if you've been over aggressive or kind of maybe even abusive in any way, verbally, emotionally, physically, to yourself or to anyone else in the past. It's bringing up those energies, and it's asking us to, first of all, reflect on them, review them, and see also the impact that it's had on our life and who we are as people, and how are we healing that, how are we growing from that, how are we transforming and evolving that energy into something more positive. So it's definitely healing masculine energy as well, with that Aries energy, which is also in tarot correlates to the energy of the Emperor. So it's kind of that energy. Emperor is also card number 4, which is asking us to find a more stable and solid foundation. So yeah, it's mostly looking at the past pain, finding our healing mechanisms, being careful of burnout as well. Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries is asking us, like, even though we might have passion or intensity or just a lot of feelings and emotions kind of bubbling up to the surface, it's about not acting out. It's about not moving too quickly as well, because we might hit a wall or we might hit a person that we potentially care about, and possibly block a blessing or ruin a blessing from coming into our lives. So it's asking us to kind of slow down as well with that Pisces energy, water energy. Slow down, flow, reflect, especially at the time of a full moon, which is all about reflection and cycles coming to completion, and releasing also negative energy, as well as forgiveness energy is definitely strong at this time. Forgiving ourselves, forgiving others, for even just like small fights or misunderstandings, or like small things like that, small little aggressive things. I'm feeling like mostly this is with the people that are close to you, also probably because we're in isolation, so you're probably not having it's probably mostly like with the people in your environment, in your immediate environment. That could be work too, especially if you are someone who is working at this time, but I feel like it's mostly like your close friends and family, the people that you see on a regular basis, and your closest relationships. There's very much an emphasis on healing that energy, as well, because during this full moon, the sun is in Libra, which is the scales of the zodiac. It is balance, it is harmony, it is justice. So the sun in Libra it wants us to harmonize, it wants us to find balance in our relationships, it wants us to breathe in this new love and warmth and happiness, and again, cooperation, harmony, energy. So it's, yeah, sun in Libra during this full moon is definitely helping us find that balance also between our possibly overwhelming emotions that might be coming up for you, either within yourself, your relationship with yourself, or your relationship with the other. What else do I have? Yeah, the love energy is also being amplified with Venus in the sign of Leo at the time of the full moon. It's a very passionate energy. It's in the sign of Leo, but it will be moving into the sign of Virgo on October 3rd. But this is a very, especially in Leo, Venus is the kind of feminine archetype in the zodiac, whereas Aries is the masculine. So it's also finding that balance of masculine and feminine energy that I always talk about on this channel. If you're new, also welcome. I don't know if I said that, but please feel free to like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you resonate with this content and if it supports you and helps you on your journey. But yeah, Venus in Leo, it's asking us, what do we desire in this relationship? Leo's energy, but also Aries energy. Also, as we move into October, move into the sign of Scorpio later this month. It's a very passionate energy. It's a very intimate energy, possibly sexual or sensual energy. It's also very playful with that Leo's energy as well, but it's asking us to be more playful, be more, and find our passion again. It's kind of reigniting the flame or the spark in whatever relationship that this is in. It might have already kind of been starting to to rekindle in a way or in a sense for you, but this is definitely amplifying that energy and again helping us find balance in this relationship, asking us again, what do we desire in this relationship? And it's important to note as well, the next moon during the month of October will be the new moon, which is a super moon in the sign of Libra. Again, asking us to find that balance, revamping our relationships, finding harmony, finding ways to work together in a way that is not maybe too aggressive or too assertive on one or the other side. If this is a partnership for you, again, it's finding that balance. How do we work together? How do we work with your strengths and my strengths that equal out possibly the weaknesses that we have in each other, and finding ways to also heal those weaknesses as well and transmute them and transform them into something that is supportive and helpful in the environment and in the collaboration or in the relationship, whatever it is, right? And that moon is before we move again into the sign of Scorpio for Scorpio season. It's going to be ushered in with this super new moon in the sign of Libra. So again, that super moon as well, like it's amplifying the energy. So expect this month, we also have 2 full moons this month. Expect this month to be emotionally intense, 100%. We do have more planets going direct, which is positive for us, which is helpful for us, 100%. It's definitely been an interesting year. We know what's happening in the world, and however that might have affected you personally or in your workspace or whatever kind of blockages or whatever was broken down for you during this year, it's kind of taking now with the planets moving direct. The energy that I'm feeling is it's taking all those broken pieces and it's sweeping them away, or it's seeing what gems that we can still find, like what is in the rubble that we do want to keep, that is actually supportive to us, and what do we need to just sweep away and shed away kind of energy. More so, what do we want to keep to actually help us rebuild, right? What is actually of value that we can find once we break down our walls, or maybe our personal walls as well, possibly some old boundaries that you had, or more so just old walls that you had put up possibly around you. It's ultimately to protect you, but it makes you defensive with that Mars retrograde in Aries, as well as Chiron retrograde in Aries. It's making us defensive, and that can lead to negative karma coming back to you. So it's, again, wanting to heal, wanting to release, wanting to sweep that energy away so that we can usher in something new, so that we can think about what do we desire in this relationship, what is the ideal of this relationship, how can we work together in harmony to move forward in the direction that we are kind of feeling, again, that spark that's being reignited. We know we want to move in a certain direction, but it's how do we do that? And that is also going to continue to be kind of the details are going to be worked out as Venus moves into the sign of Virgo, who has pleasure in kind of getting down to the details, who finds happiness and attracts blessings and loves when you put the energy, when you put the time, when you put the effort in. Virgo energy is also working with your hands a lot, so it could be something to do with crafting, but it could also just be writing down, or maybe even gardening, planting new seeds, tending to your plants, tending to your home space kind of energy. We also have Mercury in the sign of Scorpio, and Mercury is going to go retrograde this month, so just prepare for that. Mercury retrograde is not a curse if you know how to work with it, and if you are prepared and understand the energy that it's going to be bringing in. Again, with this energy, with Mercury in Scorpio, it's not going to go retrograde until the 14th. So we have like some decent amount of time with Mercury. I think Mercury is in Scorpio right now, actually. Yeah. So it is, again, it's bringing up these intimate conversations, understanding your soul connections, getting down to like the depths of this relationship, finding again that those core values, those gems, the things that you still want to keep, although all the negativity has been, or all the walls that you have put up has been broken down. What is the beautiful parts in your relationship that, first of all, probably led you together in the first place, Again, it's reigniting. I keep hearing that, reigniting that spark, that flame, that passion, that drive, right? Having, again, those intimate conversations and understanding this soulmate connection, or this twin flame connection, or possibly for some of you it's a karmic connection. Understanding what it was for, why you're going through it, and how you can again now move forward from probably out of that karmic relationship, if that's what you're in. But if you're in a soulmate relationship, or a soul connection, or a twin flame connection, it's seeing how do we move forward, how do we work together. I'm definitely seeing, like, again, this energy of the collective, like the community, the family. How do we move forward into this new space? What else do we have? We have Uranus, which is still retrograde in the sign of Taurus. I've been talking about this throughout my past few videos. But again, it's asking us, what are you investing in? What are you investing your time, your energy, especially when your energy is being brought up to the surface, when it's very intense for you. It's definitely going to be a lot of healing and shedding and releasing. So it's also like, you don't want to, depending on your relationship and like how it is, you don't want to completely just like word vomit your self, or your stress, or your anxieties, or your fears, or your doubts. You don't want to kind of project that onto someone else. You want to, again, what are your coping mechanisms? What are your coping methods? Do you have a therapist? Do you need one? Or do you have a strong connection to your spirit guides that you can have those conversations with them as well? Your relationship with your spirit guides, finding that soul connection. How do your ancestors help you? And how do you also give back to them? Again, that equal relationship. But what are you investing in? What do you want to also invest your time, your energy into as we move through this next cycle and this next month? What do you need? What do you need to feel secure with that Taurus energy? And then what do you want for yourself and for your life? And for your loved ones as well, again, with that family energy that's coming through. And then the next full moon that we'll be having at the end of this month is in the sign of Taurus. And that's happening basically on top of this like conjunct. So the moon and Uranus will be in perfect alignment during the time of the full moon. This is also a blue moon. Again, this is a full moon. It's a second full moon in this month, which is usually a rare opportunity. It's kind of believe in the impossible type of energy. So it's a blue moon. It's happening on October 31st. It's also a micro moon, which is the opposite of a super moon, essentially. So the super moon is when the moon is closest to the earth. The micro moon is when the moon is farthest from the earth. So again, it's just also being kind of aware of that energy as we move later into the month as well. Again, like what can we let go of? What do we need to sacrifice as well as Taurus energy to, again, feel stable, to be able to acquire what we need, to be able to maybe get the job that we need to save up enough money to buy this appliance for whatever it is that you're doing, or buy more stock or more inventory for your job, or it's very also entrepreneur energy. Buy that tablet, buy that microphone, buy whatever it is for you, right? Or move into a new space, even like travel somewhere else to acquire also maybe more study in your field. What are you willing to sacrifice to a lot more time and energy into investing in that, so that you can continue to build your own wealth, your own security, your own stability, and also ultimately your own happiness by being able to invest in what you love to do. And Venus in Virgo, it's like stepping into service and sharing that, and also receiving an abundance from that as well, with Libra's energy that wants to give to you as much as you're giving. Is the energy that's coming through. We also have, as I said again, Saturn and Jupiter are direct in the sign of Capricorn. So this is setting goals And I feel like this is probably more so for the energy of the supermoon in Libra that we'll be having after this full moon. Setting goals that align with our soul's evolution and purpose. Letting go of mental fears and doubts, and dreaming big is the energy that is coming through with Saturn and Jupiter now moving direct in the sign of Capricorn. They will also go conjunct. I believe it's either later this month or November. I think they might have 2 conjunctions. But I believe it's later this month. Or it might even be December, to be very honest with you. I'm going to double check that and let you guys know probably in my next video. But they're going conjunct. They're going to be, again, on top of each other as well. So that energy is going to be amplified and intensified for us to, again, set goals that align with our soul's evolution. What are you investing in? What is good for you as well? What do you need? What do you want? How can you sacrifice? Can you let go of those doubts, of those fears, or of this bad habit that you have, or procrastination, or mental entrapment, or whatever it is for you that is holding you back from and it probably has to do with your healing as well. The reason that you're not moving forward is because you still have these aspects of yourself that need to heal, so that when you get to where you're going, you don't spoil it. You don't spoil your blessings by bringing that old trauma or that old anger or resentment. You don't want to bring that with you into the future, right? You want to let go of that, shed that, find forgiveness, find peace within yourself, so that you're able to move forward into this next journey. Because next year, we're definitely going to see a lot of obstacles, a lot of challenges next year. It's a universal year number 5. This year was universal year 4, 2020, which in numerology breaks down into 4. Next year is going to be the change. Next year is going to be all about the challenges and all about kind of pushing through that, or working through that, or also making the choice to change as well is very much an energy that's coming through. Making the choice to change for the better, to change for the collective, to change for humanity's sake, type of energy is coming through, especially with Saturn moving into the sign of Aquarius as we're in the age of Aquarius and continuing to move into the age of Aquarius. It's about the world, right? It's about humanity's sake. It's about this Mother Earth. It's about the children. It's about the innocence. It's about love. It's about letting go of violence and hatred and all the bullshit that we've been dealing with. Pluto retrograde in Capricorn. It's still retrograde in Capricorn, but it will be going direct on October 4th. So again, like a bunch of these major planets that have been retrograde for the majority of this year, which is why we've had so many breakdowns, which is why we're experiencing COVID right now worldwide. These planets are moving direct. So there's definitely still kind of like a pressure cooker feeling, like there is a lot of pressure, there is a lot of transformation, there is a lot of change that's occurring, but it's going to start to kind of move forward now. We've been moving backward, we've been slowing down, and it's going to slowly start to, again, we're moving towards the rebuild, right? We're moving towards change, we're moving towards growth. So continued transformation and rebirth within ourselves, and within the structure and the society that we live in. We're also reflecting on, again, what we need to release as Pluto goes direct in the sign of Capricorn on October 4th. We're reflecting on what also have we released, and making sure that those lessons that we learned this year, we learned them, right? We don't want to go back, or we don't want to take our past pain, our hurt, our trauma. We don't want to take those wounds into the future. We want to heal them and rebirth ourselves so that we're able to move forward. Those are all the notes. I hope that made sense. I hope that was clear. I'm going to pull some cards to see what collectively is coming through for us for this full moon in Aries, what we can all expect based on those energies as well. Wow, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Yeah. work through your fears, work through your doubts. This one also wants to come out. Show the world the real you. Yeah. Show the world the real you. Full moon Aquarius. Again, it's working through your fears. It's where, and you have South Node at the bottom of the deck. Don't let your past hold you back. 100%. Again, that past pain, that past trauma. We don't want our fears, our doubts, our anxieties to hold us back from becoming exactly who we were meant to be, from showing the world the real us, our authentic selves, moving from our South Node into our North Node, moving from who we were into who we are meant to be, right? Into, again, our destiny, our path, what we are meant to leave behind, to change this world for the better. So we definitely have, and then you have under that full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. Yeah, all the stress that you've been going through this year, all the confusion, all the pain, all the healing, all of that, we're releasing it, we're healing it, we're detaching from it, we're letting it go, we're not letting our past hold us back. And we definitely have already a third eye and crown chakra energy, as well as your heart chakra. So it's about connecting to our vision of what we want to see for ourselves as we move into the future, and moving from a heart space, also healing our heart space as well, healing the hurt, healing the pain, healing the scorpion sting, or you know what I mean, like healing the unjust, the karmic. Definitely Scorpio season is also karma season as well. Usually kind of spring and fall are karma season. It's when we receive what we've given out, whatever that was, right? So it's about also paying attention to that and acknowledging, again, like if you are going through certain hardships, like why are you going through them? Where did it come from? And understanding it, accepting it, and allowing yourself to forgive whoever you need to forgive in the situation, either yourself or the other person, which doesn't mean that you have to continue to, like you don't have to continue to be around them or whatever the case may be. For some of you, it might be a loved one, but for some of you, this might be literally someone who has done you wrong. But it's about not wishing bad on other people. It's about trusting also that their karma will come to them for whatever it is that they did to you. It's about forgiveness within yourself so that you can maintain your peace, so that you're not dragged down into their lower vibrational energy or into past trauma, again, past pain. Because it's also probably a cycle that has played out into your life. It's like, I get close to this person, or I get close to someone, and always I'm like backstabbed, or someone always has something out for me, or whatever the case may be for you. Or you might feel neglected or undervalued or underappreciated in the relationship, or whatever it is for you, and you probably know exactly what it is. Again, it's about finding peace within yourself, forgiving the other person, because it's too, like, both of you probably had some wrong in that situation. So it's about also acknowledging your mistakes that you made, and healing from that and detaching from that, and not letting that define you, moving into your light, moving into your North Node. So what is the advice with these cards? Thank you. Yeah. Choices at the bottom of the deck. Again, what are the choices that you're making? Are you choosing your shadow? Are you choosing your light? Are you choosing who you know you are? Are you letting someone else define you? You have conclusions under that. Again, this cycle is completing, so don't let it summon under that. Summon your power back. Summon your strength back. Summon your strength back. Summon your light back. Card number 12 and 13, which is 3 and 4. You're creating something new. With choices, this is card number 46, which is card number 10. Again, which is about conclusions, completions, especially that full moon energy is all about conclusions and completion of a cycle. Wow, you have card number 32 and 33. So very much, like, as you can see, this is very much a progression from one stage of your life to the next stage. It's baby steps, but we are making progress forward. So it's about self-worth and loyalty. What is your value that you hold to yourself? Are you being loyal to yourself, to your goals? Are you being loyal to your future? Do you have self-worth for yourself? Do you know your value? Do you have the confidence to be able to move forward in this space? 33, a master number. I'm also seeing 333. That might be important for some of you. We have 33 and 32, which is 6 and 5, or 5 and 6. Again, moving from that change, from that friction energy as well, which is kind of number 5 energy. It's friction, it's conflict, it's challenges, it can be obstacles. But once you move past them, once you overcome them, once you acknowledge why you're going through the situation, learn the lesson from the situation, and take that next step into balance, into loyalty of yourself by remembering who you are, remembering your light, remembering your confidence, remembering also maybe the loyalty that you have to the people around you, like your community, and when you're stepping into service, or when whatever it is that you're doing, how does that affect the whole? How do your actions also affect the community? So those are the energies for that. I'm also quickly going to pull for all of us from my karma cards to just see what planet, sign, and house are supporting us at this time, as well as divine masculine, feminine, and union energies, as I usually do. And then I'm going to get into the pick cards mini readings. So if this makes sense to you so far, again, let me know in the comments down below. Like this video, it helps my channel so much. I do these videos for free, so it truly supports me. It supports my channel. Also, when you subscribe to my channel as well, especially if you vibe with this content, if it supports you, if it helps you, if it brings clarity to you and confirmation for energy that you're probably already kind of going through, or kind of trying to feel out for yourself. Yeah, it supports me a lot, and I appreciate it more than you know. Also, thank you to my OGs. Thank you to my friends, my family, who have been supporting me since day one. I love you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So, okay. What is a planet, sign, and house? Okay. We have the card of Leo, which automatically links me to this loyalty energy. Very much solar plexus energy as well. Again, refining our confidence, choosing our light. Overall planet and house, please. You also have another sign, Pisces, wanting to come through. Remembering that we have to release also ego. Sometimes Leo energy can be a little bit egotistical sometimes. In its shadow aspect, so it's making sure we're not moving out of ego. Again, what is your intention? What are you investing in? Overall planet and house with Leo. Thank you. We have Pluto, overall house, supporting us. And the divine feminine, masculine, union energy. Please. You also have the South Node come out again. Again, it's about remembering the lessons that we've learned and moving forward. Capricorn also coming out. And that's that Pluto and Capricorn energy. So also see where Capricorn is for you in your own chart, to see which house is being affected for you. Also where Aries is, obviously with this full moon, I kind of told you for your rising signs where it will be affecting you. But yeah, it'll give you more information on the area of your life that is being most affected by this transit, so that you'll be able to kind of understand and be able to work a little bit more easily with it. You have the North Node as well. Again, moving from the South Node to the North Node. Okay, thank you. You have the 4th house. Divine Masculine, you have the 8th house, which is that Scorpio energy. Divine Feminine, you have the 6th house, which is that Virgo energy. And then Divine Union, you have the 2nd house, which is the Taurus energy. You also have 12th house under that, which is that Pisces energy that came through. Divine Masculine, you also have the 3rd house supporting you. Divine Feminine, you also have the 9th house supporting you. Lots of house energy. So lots of definitely areas of your life. Whether it's your home space, it's your workspace, it's where you receive power. It's where you're transforming, again, your workspace, stepping into service. Again, what do you want? What do you need? All of these areas are being affected. And then where are you going? How are you communicating that to your ancestors, to your guides, to help you find your direction forward? How are you releasing 12th house energy, Pisces, and Neptune retrograde in Pisces energy for the union? Releasing anything like any hidden tendencies, any overwhelming energies as well. How are you coping? How are you releasing that? And then looking towards the future, looking towards where you're going, strengthening your spiritual values. Okay, so I'm going to read the actions and the outcomes for the overall energy for this full moon in Aries, and then I'll plug in the Divine Feminine, Masculine, and Union energies and see what the message is. So the actions that you might want to take for this full moon: resurrect leadership as you did in the past. Get to the heart of the creativeness of your home base or your family. Do or die, you must do what you want to and do what makes you feel secure. Yeah, again, it's like we need to transform now. Like we had the year to kind of, all this energy has been broken down. We've seen our past wounds, we felt them again. Like a lot of stuff has come up to the surface for us that we've had to heal through. A lot of anxiety, a lot of fears, a lot of depression, a lot of sadness, a lot of loss maybe as well with this Pluto energy, which is also the ruling sign of Scorpio, by the way. And I believe it also co-rules, oh no, sorry, Mars also co-rules the sign of Scorpio. But yeah, it's resurrect your leadership, resurrect, again, your loyalty to yourself, your loyalty to your light, to where you are going in this life, from moving to your south node to your north node. Do what you want to and do what makes you feel secure. This is very much giving me that, what do you desire in this relationship? What do you desire within your home space as well? And do what makes you feel secure. Like, secure, make sure you're securing this relationship in the best way possible, in the most healthy way possible as well, for you to both be able to move forward. The outcomes: the need for control of self-confidence to create what makes you feel secure. An obsession with taking a chance on support. A power struggle resulting from the impressiveness of your home base or your family. An obsession with taking a chance on support. I feel like maybe some of you have been so used to kind of doing it by yourself, doing it on your own. Maybe that pressure was placed on you to kind of figure it out on your own, or maybe you never got the help that you needed. But so now it's kind of an obsession of like, do I take a chance on this relationship? Do I take a chance on this partnership? Like, do I need help? Or maybe even if it's just for releasing, like, do I need someone else? Like, do I need a therapist? Do I need someone else to talk to help me get out these emotions? It's, you're obsessing over whether you should do it or whether you shouldn't, because maybe for some of you, again, like, you might have been hurt in the past. You might have been rejected in the past. You might have been neglected in the past. You might have been made fun of in the past, or whatever the case scenario may be. So I feel like there's definitely, again, a obsession, a mental entrapment is more so what this is. But again, it's finding forgiveness. remembering your own self-worth, and trusting, again, contacting also your ancestors and your guides to support you and to help you find the direction that you need, that will be most beneficial to you in your healing, to be able to move through this, or to be able to take on a chance on this relationship, or this community, or this family, or this job, or whatever it is for you, right? Okay, let me get the divine feminine's energy. So Pluto in Leo in the 6th house. Resurrect leadership as a full-time job. Get to the heart of the creativeness of serving. Do or die, you must do what you want to, and do it a little at a time. Again, that Virgo energy, divine feminines are definitely stepping into service at this time, stepping into, again, what they're meant to be, their path, like what they're meant to be doing, what they're meant to be giving to this world, right, for humanity's sake. But it's doing it a little at a time. It's knowing it takes time, it takes effort, it's meticulous, it's making sure you have all the details as well, that Virgo energy, right? As a full-time job, though, I'm very much also seeing entrepreneur, like leadership, entrepreneur energy. And then the outcomes, the need for control of self-confidence to create, service to others, an obsession with taking a chance on what is good for us, a power struggle resulting from the impressiveness of your work. Yeah, I feel like it's your own self-confidence. Like, you have the talent, you have the ability, you have the know-how as well. You just need the confidence to actually take that leap of faith. And it comes when you let go of your fears, of your doubts, of your traumas, of not maybe being able to ask for help from someone else. Like, you need to step up and take that leadership role so that you can resurrect this path for yourself, so that you can resurrect this relationship that will support you in moving in this direction that your soul wants to go. Like, the center of your being, like Leo's energy, first of all, it's this yellow fiery energy, so that automatically links me to your solar plexus. But Leo's energy actually rules your heart space. But either way, like, this is in the center of your being. This is your creative force. This is your personal power. This is your confidence. And it's taking that confidence and filtering it through your heart space, so that you don't let your past fears, your past doubts, your past whatever it was for you, again, whatever negative or triggering thing that might have happened to you that caused you to distrust possibly, or to put walls up. It's about, again, breaking that down so that you're able to act out of your heart space and step into service, because that is exactly what you're meant to be doing. What is good for us as a collective, but also what is good for you. What do you want? What do you need? Divine masculine energy, the 8th house. So Pluto in Leo in the 8th house. 8th house is also, I think I said that, Scorpio and Pluto energy. Resurrect leadership as a life or death issue. Get to the heart of the creativeness of getting and using power. Do or die, you must do what you want to and use other people's resources. So I feel like divine masculines, it's a very similar energy, but it's, again, that confidence to be able to step out, to be able to make the connections that you need to make, so that you're able to get the resources that you need, so that you're able to draw in the people that have the resources that you need, so that you're able to continue to move forward. The need for control of self-confidence to create personal power. An obsession with taking a chance on the mysteries of life. A power struggle resulting from the impressiveness of a major change. Yeah, I feel like huge things are changing for you, divine masculines. Obsession with taking a chance on the mysteries of life. I feel like this new direction that you're moving into, it might not be completely clear at this time. You might have, it's like this small vision, or this little, it's this flame that you have inside of you. I'm definitely feeling with that Leo energy. Again, that same spark, that same, like, you do have a certain amount of confidence in this space, but it's, again, taking that leap of faith to actually be able to move forward in this space. take a chance on the mysteries of life, the things that you might not completely know how they're going to happen, but you have trust, you have faith. This is also giving me very much kind of Empress energy is coming through. But being able to attract things to you, having the confidence that your blessings will be drawn to you, your resources that you need, or the people that carry those resources that you need, those things are going to come into your life when you put out that confident energy that you know what's going to come to you. It's about removing the doubt, removing the fear, and taking a chance on something that it may be a little bit more foreign to you, especially as a masculine energy. It's balancing out your masculine and feminine energy. Your feminine energy, for my masculines, that is I feel like where your personal power lies, is in your feminine energy at this time more than your masculine energy. Also because I've kind of said in other videos and since last year, but definitely as we continue to move through this year, like we are stepping into the rise of the divine feminine energy, the reawakening, also the rebirth of the divine feminine energy, and realizing the power that the divine feminine holds, right? The divine masculine has kind of dominance of physical strength and power. The divine feminine has dominance over spiritual strength and power, over kind of more, again, the mysteries of life, the magic, right? So that is the energy for the divine masculine. And then for the divine union, the second house. Resurrect leadership patiently. Get to the heart of the creativeness of what you want. Do or die, you must do what you want to and get what you need. Get what you need to make you feel secure. Again, what do you want? What do you need to feel stable in this new space as well? Ask for everything that would make you feel comfortable as well. And trust that spirit is going to give you probably more than you want. That's the other thing too, is like ask for all that you want, but it's still like detach. With this Aquarius energy, it's still detached from the outcome so that you don't become obsessed and possibly block out the blessings or block out anything that doesn't completely align to possibly what you want, because spirit is also ultimately going to give you what you need in order to continue to learn the lessons that you need to learn, in order to continue to move forward in a way that is most beneficial to you, again, so that you don't possibly ruin or spoil the blessing that is trying to come into your life. It's still being about, like, keep an open heart. Ask for all that you want. Get down to the details. Like, figure out all the things that you would need in this new space. Add the things of what you would want. Ask your ancestors. Ask your spirit guides. But it's also, like, put in the work. And then be open to what comes into you. Be open to what you attract to you, right? The need for control of self-confidence to create your beliefs, an obsession with taking a chance on what you value, a power struggle resulting from the impressiveness of your resources. I feel like with this as well, again, I feel like a lot of more people are stepping into entrepreneurship, taking a chance on what do you value, possibly for your home space, but definitely for your work as well. And where you feel your personal power. It's taking a chance on kind of going against what has been broken down in the outside world, in the society, and being a little bit more self-sufficient is definitely also an energy that's coming through. Again, what is your self-worth? Who are you loyal to as we continue to move through these changes in the world? Yeah, and that is the overall energy. I'm going to get now to the pick a card readings. So I'll have 4 piles for you. I don't have any crystals or anything like that, but I have 4 piles, and you can check with the description box down below. You can pick by the number. You can pick by the timestamp. It might have some synchronicity for you in there. But yeah, with that being said, I'm going to get into group number 1. This is going to be overall kind of guidance for this moon, more personal guidance to see what maybe you need to heal, or what is supporting you. I've pulled 2 cards for each of you from my the Wild Offerings Oracle, and a new deck that I have, my chakra reading cards, oracle cards, to see what chakra is being affected or that you might want to work with, and what message from your ancestors, from your spirits, your spirit guide, your spirit team, what do they want to let you know as we move through the energy of this full moon. So group number 1, you have the cards of sanctuary and spiritual development. So this is what your guides, your angels, your ancestors want you to focus on for this full moon. This is definitely, again, psychic development. This is very much giving me like, take time out, take space, create a sacred space, create a sanctuary for you to be able to meditate, or whatever it is that you do to kind of get into your spiritual space, whether it's playing music, whether it's could even just be watering your plants. This is something that I'm seeing within this card as well. Tending to your creations, but creating a sacred space, a sanctuary, to develop your psychic abilities. I'm actually going to read this card, psychic development. Card number 27. So card number 9, again, personal growth, development, right? Like, you are growing, you are developing as a person. And in your abilities. Card number 27, your third eye chakra. You have called upon this card today, as it is a powerful time to develop your psychic abilities. Connecting to your psychic awareness is like having an extra sense. People often refer to it as the sixth sense. Everyone is psychic, including you, and now it is time for you to deepen your psychic abilities. You could possibly have a lineage of psychic ancestors, as this gift can be handed down through your bloodline. There are 4 main ways we can connect to our psychic abilities: through vision, hearing, knowing, and feeling. These senses are like muscles. The more you work with them, the stronger they become. There is usually one sense that comes more naturally to you than the others, and you are encouraged to focus on it. This card is a reflection that it is time to start flexing your psychic muscle to discover new wisdom for yourself and others. It would be a great time to attend a workshop to assist you, to read some books, listen to some podcasts, whatever medium suits you. It is time to dive in. As you grow in your abilities, you will receive an abundance of wisdom, love, and guidance to enjoy and to share with others. Pulling this card could also mean that you have been working on your psychic abilities, and you are encouraged to keep going, as the answers for you at this time will come through your connection to your higher self. This is such a powerful time of development and learning. Make sure you take the time to honor and nurture your gifts and this process. Yeah, you guys are definitely building your psychic abilities. You might be water signs, it's something that's coming through, but even if you're not, your gifts, your psychic abilities are developing, so allow yourself the space to get to know them as well. It also comes with an affirmation that I'm just going to read for you. This is something that you can repeat daily throughout this next week to help you to continue to develop your psychic abilities. I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. Yeah. This card says, a sanctuary resides inside you no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, and sit down on the throne of your heart. Yeah, I feel like you guys, Spirit wants to give you a clearer vision for your future. I just want to see what this is. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what they might be trying to also show you. But let me know, group number 1, if you have been feeling like psychic flashes, or just if your dreams have been very vivid lately. It might be a good idea for you to keep a dream journal. But it also said, like, check out some podcasts, maybe look up some videos on YouTube, read some books on psychic development, and also just like pay attention, I'm seeing as well, to I just heard the little things. with the violet's energy, I had another deck that had a message with the violet that said keep it simple. So I'm seeing like notice the smaller moments of change, the more quiet, the subtle feelings that you have as well, the subtle signs, again, depending on what your psychic gifts are. If you're able to see, if you're able to hear divine, if you're able to if you pick up on like smells, or if you just have this knowing, this feeling that something is happening for you. Definitely Spirit is saying that, again, take some time to develop them, to allow them to develop, to step into your own personal power as well, right? I want to see what this is about for my group number 1, psychic development and sanctuary. Let's pull 3 cards. Thank you. Wow, you have the sun. Yeah, like, okay. 3 of Cups. Oh, that was 4. That's okay. Ace of Cups. Ace of Swords. And the Magician at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you guys are powerful manifestors. So, Spirit wants to give you clarity. This is also, for whatever reason, this 3 of Cups is giving me what you've been yearning for. But this is also giving me a reunion energy, more so with your guides, with your ancestors, with your higher self. Possibly past life for some of you as well. Possibly something to do with your childhood. Your gifts could have been stronger during your childhood, but you might have gone through something that kind of blocked them off. Is also an energy that's coming through. But you have Ace of Cups and Ace of Swords. This is a new love and a new idea. This is spiritual growth as well, spiritual understanding with air and water. Definitely a new beginning energy is coming through. And again, this is like a breakthrough type of energy. You guys are going to have a breakthrough. Like, I don't know if you can see this. It kind of shows like kind of like lightning. And then you have this bright light as well. Like, you guys are going to have this breakthrough. You have so many blessings coming for you. You have so many also enjoyable moments. Like, this is also giving me like excitement, party, like people coming together to enjoy each other and to enjoy and to be playful as well. To play music, maybe for some of you it could be music, listening to music that supports your psychic development. Or if you're someone who like listens to music and you can see colors or so whatever that might be for you. But I'm very much just getting like a fine-tuning your psychic abilities, your spiritual gifts. It's a fine-tuning of your gifts. They're very much getting stronger during this time, and they're supporting you in manifesting. This is also the Star card. And I find it very interesting that you have these two nude, a male and a female, both with one hand up and one hand down. I don't know if you can see that. But it's this balance of these energies, right? Balance of the masculine and feminine within you. It's about getting vulnerable with yourself as well. Like, they're completely naked, completely nude. The Star card also speaks of spiritual guidance and trust and faith that Spirit will move you forward and give you all the resources, all the tools that you need, right? The Magician has all the elements. It has water, it has fire, it has the lightning bolt, but the sword, which is air, and then it has all these crystals and gems with it, which is earth. I don't know if you can also see this, but it's rooted in the ground. It's grounded in faith. Here's what I'm seeing for that. But yeah, one hand is up, like you are receiving, again, your gifts. You're receiving stronger guidance and understanding through whatever storm. There will be clarity through whatever storm might have been in your life. Have hope, have faith in your ancestors to bring you again, all that you need to be able to continue to move forward, to create this new idea or this new relationship. Could be a relationship for some of you, especially with the Sun card. Or this masculine and feminine energy, this balance of these energies. Sorry, let me have some water. But yeah, take time to sit, take time to meditate, take time to just open your mind, open your heart to this development, to your gifts, to your abilities. This is dope. And like to be able to also then use that to help others, to share your blessings with others as well. And also the community, I feel like that will be built, and that you can build, and that you can also help and support with your divine wisdom, with your guidance. This is also giving me that Aquarius energy that we had. It's like pouring water energy, which is giving me like you're healing, and you're healing others as well. Like once you heal yourself, once you receive your gifts for yourself, you'll be able to heal others as well. Yeah, and that is your message, group number 1. I hope that was supportive to you. I hope that was helpful to you. I'm going to move on to group number 2. Number 2, your cards are, what is that? Life purpose and striving. Card number 22, which is a master number, so 22 could be important for you, as well as your throat chakra. So I'm also going to read this message for you. Life purpose. So I'm going to read through what it says, and it also has a little affirmation at the end that you can use, you can say throughout this week to help you to open up your soul, your throat chakra, so that you're able to step into your life purpose, so you're able to speak your truth and be able to speak the truth that was given to you to speak as well. You have called this card into your awareness today to highlight that it is a perfect time for you to manifest your life purpose. It is our birthright to walk our path with purpose, and now is the time for you to manifest your path into reality. What is your life purpose, you may ask? If we are all sparks of the divine love of the universe, here to express love into reality, then it would make sense that your life purpose is to do what you love, and to do what you love to do and share it with the world. Take a moment to ask yourself, what is it that you love? What brings your heart joy? Again, what do you want, what do you need, right? Sometimes there is fear or resistance around your life path, around your life purpose, or what you love to do. Fears such as rejection, failure, not earning enough money, even a fear of success. Fear is a natural part of the process of stepping out of your comfort zone and is often created when you hold yourself back. If you are waiting for the fear to subside before you start to do what it is that you love, you could be waiting forever. There is a lot in the old saying, feel the fear and do it anyways. It is time for you, again, as I was saying, like it's about acknowledging that fear is there, understanding where it comes from, finding peace with it, and then that leap of faith that we were talking about, to be able to step in, to be able to strive and step into purpose, step into your life purpose, step into exactly where you were meant to go. It is time for you to dance into your life purpose and to shine your light upon this world. When you listen to your heart and start to plant and water the seeds required to step forward onto your path, miracles happen. Unexpected doors open, and opportunities you could never imagine come your way. When you decide to live your life purpose and walk your own path, the universe is there to meet you with an abundance of blessings. Pulling this card can also indicate that you are already walking in your life path. It will not always be easy though, so hold on, enjoy, and take the ride of your life. Your affirmation is, I am in divine alignment and living my life purpose. I am in divine alignment and living my life purpose. Also, whenever you see 22, especially if you see it this week, remember that affirmation or say that affirmation to continue to attract that into your life. You are walking into your life purpose. You are walking on the path of your life purpose. And you have a lot to say. You have a lot to speak into this world. You have striving. Eventually, the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away, replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Yeah, it's about going with the flow. It's about trusting your path. So definitely work with the throat chakra, group number 2. That will definitely be helpful for you. Especially saying that affirmation will definitely be supportive for you. I'm going to pull some tarot cards to see what else might come through for you, or might be coming through for you during this full moon in Aries. Striving and life purpose. Get 4 cards. Too many. Interesting. 2 more cards. Thank you. 5 of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So group number 2, you might have been feeling some lack. I'm definitely seeing some challenges for you with this 5 of Wands that came out for you. You have 2 of Swords though, which is telling me again to like go within, reflect on whatever this fear is for you that you have into stepping into your life purpose. What are the challenges that have been coming up for you as well? Are you able to overcome them? Which you are. But this is about having a balance with your light and your shadow within your own headspace. This is throat chakra, but it ultimately has to do with communication, which is like our thoughts are what we communicate, right? Or sometimes what we project into our lives or onto others as well, because this also has to do sometimes with social conflict or social challenges. You might be having an argument with someone else, or you might have been having an argument with someone else, but it could just be like you going back and forth within your own headspace. But Spirit is saying that there's a new spark, there's a new opportunity, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You are moving up in your life. So trust in that and allow this new cycle to come in. Again, acknowledge whatever fears, whatever challenges that you have been facing, and come to peace with it. Like the swords are not crossed. They're meeting each other at the point. They're getting to the point of maybe why these challenges arose for them. It's balancing out that energy, balancing out this challenge, this struggle. When you have the 5 and you add the Ace of Wands, that's the 6 of Wands, which is success and victory. So you will have victory over whatever challenge or whatever struggle or whatever fear that you might have been having. If you've been also hiding yourself, hiding your own light, again, maybe for some of you this is fear of success and what that would mean for you. Yeah, it's coming to term with your shadow and your light, trusting that something new is being born, a new tree, a new seed is being planted, that will grow into this kind of tree of life, into this family tree, that will also support you. This is a new, this could also have to do with definitely your life purpose. This could be your career space, right? Excuse me. And you also have 8 of Pentacles, which is about self-mastery. This is about dedication. This is about commitment. This is about working hard towards your goals as well. So it's about continue to work hard on your goals, continue to trust that you are moving up, continue to strive towards your highest potential, come to peace, find a balance with whatever challenge this was for you. Understand that any lack, any separation that you might have been going through, any hardships, or feeling like left out in the cold, or if you've been feeling like, or if you have been in poverty, or like just a lack energy. It's being without, it's not having enough, it's feeling like you were left behind type of energy as well. And trust that that is not what defines you. You are moving into something greater. You are moving into something bigger. You also have 4 of Pentacles under that, which is about knowing also what you want to invest your time and energy into. And sometimes you need to keep some things to yourself so that you have a clear plan of what you're investing your pentacles into. And this is very much giving me like, invest it into yourself, invest it into your career, into your life purpose, into the things that you have been working hard on as well. Yeah, and continue to move and step into your light. Your cycle is completing. This hardship, this challenge, it will complete. This is something that you need to release with this full moon, and trust that there's a new beginning coming as you continue to work hard towards your goals, towards your life purpose. But as you though relax, trusting openness to answers as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. Yeah, go with the flow. Again, release, suspend, allow this cycle to complete in your life, because it is trying to complete. You will not be in challenge or in struggle or in poverty or in this trap place, I feel like, that you might have been in, or this just like tension filled place that you have been in. It's not going to be forever. You are moving forward, and you do have that support. It's also, for some of you need to speak your mind on whatever the situation is, obviously out of your heart space and out of the intention that, like, you know that you are here for something greater. So it's about speaking also light into, speaking a new spark, right? Speaking truth, speaking light into this and into your world, into this world and into your world. That is your message, group number 2. I hope that resonates for you. I hope that makes sense. Let me know down in the comments below. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this video if this was helpful for you. I'm going to move on to group number 3. So group number 3, you have the cards of personal power and forgiveness. Personal power, that is your, I believe that's your sacral chakra. And we've been talking about these energies for the whole reading. So let me just get your card here. Card number 13. Yeah, your solar plexus, sorry. So your solar plexus chakra. You have called upon this card today because it's time to step fully into your power. You are living a truly exciting time here on Earth, and we are all encouraged and invited to live more from a place of empowerment. Over time, we have learned to hand over our power to other people and situations, which has created imbalance and inequality. Sometimes we feel like other people know what's best for us and the situation at hand, and due to a lack of self-love and honor, we give our power over to them. It is now time to connect to your own wisdom, love, and personal power. Everything you require is within you. Now is the time to look within and listen to that loving wisdom and your own divine guidance. It's time to connect with your soul. At times, power can be misunderstood as a negative or controlling expression that comes from the ego. However, the power we are talking about here is love, and comes from a place deep within our heart and soul. Have you been handing your power over to others? Now is the time for you to reel it back in. It is time to make your own decisions and choices and allow the power of your soul to shine through to create and manifest your heart's desire. Connecting with your personal power will bring an abundance of opportunity and magic into your life. The power of the universe is surging through you at all times. Harness this power and enhance your life and well-being. Know you are supported fully by your higher self and the universe in this powerful and exciting transition. Your affirmation for this full moon is I am empowered. So that's something that you can say throughout this whole week. I am empowered. To continue to draw on that personal power for yourself, to continue to strengthen your solar plexus, your confidence within yourself as well. You also have the card of forgiveness. And I feel that this is forgiving yourself more so, for possibly giving your power away to others. Healing comes from acceptance. Help me, dear Lord, to fully accept what is, knowing that this alone will open me to the new. Yeah. Very much your heart chakra, as I was saying, right? Your solar plexus and your heart chakra. When you forgive yourself and others, you are able to draw your personal power back and then be able to manifest and be able to be empowered also to take action from your heart space, from a love-centered place. So I'm going to pull a few tarot cards to see what else is coming through for you for this full moon. Again, let me know if this is resonating for you, if this makes sense for you. Again, definitely work with your solar plexus chakra. You can also work with your heart chakra as well to help you find forgiveness. Okay. Group number 3. Interesting. Okay. I'm getting masculine energy, but I'm also getting, because we did have strength that wanted to pop out as well, which is giving me again that kind of ego's energy. You do have a lot of lion imagery, but you have 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck, and you do also have 10 of pentacles. Like there are many blessings that are trying to come into your life. They're trying, spirit and your ancestors and your guides are trying to lead you towards emotional bliss, happiness, satisfaction, love. But this is something that you need to heal within yourself first. Again, you have to accept whatever it was that happened. You have 7 of Swords and the Emperor. So this is kind of sneaky, deceptive, self-sabotaging behavior. It's kind of, it could be with good or bad intentions, but because it can be kind of like strategizing. You might have been someone who was trying to strategize or figure out how to move forward, but you weren't telling anyone what your intentions were, and you weren't kind of accepting any help from anyone, or like it was just very a sneaky, quiet type of energy, and it is more harmful to you than good, because then people are questioning your intentions, could have been questioning your intentions within this relationship or whatever it might be for you. And ultimately it just sabotages yourself. It sabotages your own growth because you are not open to possibly the help that you need to be able to move forward. You also have the Emperor energy. And you also have, so this is card number 4, and then this is the Emperor, which is also card number 13, sorry, which reduces to 4. And then this is the Emperor, which is card number 4. So again, it's very much about finding the stability. Like the Emperor is all powerful. Like the Emperor is in his power, sitting on his throne, has his wisdom, has his strength, is very honest as well, right? Is holding that sword of truth, is very honest in what he is saying and what he is speaking into existence, has a strong foundation. But I feel like there might have been, again, like sneakiness in the past. That either this, if you are the masculine energy, if this is the masculine energy that might have been deceptive towards you. Again, it's about forgiving, right? It's about trusting that, like I feel like it wasn't intentional. I feel like it was more so like strategizing, but it ended up being self-sabotage because it led to people questioning your intentions and then possibly taking actions that didn't match what you were trying to do, but you didn't say what you wanted in the first place. So yeah, but whatever that is for you, it's about finding divine wisdom. This is card number 7. This is 7 of air, right? 7 of Swords. Number 7 is about divine wisdom, divine understanding. It's about clarity of thought. It's about, again, like trying to find the clarity of your intention, of your thought, of your truth, of what you are speaking into existence, or what are the words that you're saying. Are you being sneaky? Are you being or are you trying to be helpful as well? We have the Four of Cups, which traditionally talks about a missed opportunity. But with this, I'm kind of seeing like you still have blessings, you still have either your spirit guide or your ancestors, or just like an unexpected friend that supports you and that helps you get to this Ten of Pentacles. Because you do again have the Ten of Pentacles here. I very much feel it could be an ancestor that is watching over you, and that's making sure that you always have enough to eat, that you always have, that you're not falling into sickness or disease, like that you are healthy. Yeah, because I kind of feel like there might have been an energy of like strategizing to try to find stability, because you also have these 2-4 cards, right? But however you were going about it, you are also possibly giving your power to someone else by not speaking your truth. Or you might have hurt someone else. But again, it's about finding that stability, finding that compassion, forgiving, accepting the situation for what it is, taking your power back, and choosing now to speak your truth and to be either a helpful friend or accept help to be able to create this Ten of Pentacles. Because again, you have like physically and spiritually and emotionally, you're blessed. Like Spirit is trying to bless you. Spirit is trying to give you everything that you need. You also have 8 of Swords under that, which comes after the 7. But this is about mental entrapment as well. Like I feel like for some of you, you might have, again, you could have given your power away to someone else, and it kept you in a situation that made you feel like you couldn't move forward, or that you were procrastinating, or that you were stuck in fears and doubts type of energy. Again, for some of you, you feel a fear of success, or fear of failure, or whatever the fear was for you. But it's, again, feel that fear and do it anyways. Feel that fear and do it anyways, because you have so much blessings that are trying to come into your life once you take your personal power back. But you have to forgive from your heart space and allow that help and that blessing to come into your life. So that was your message, group number 3. I hope that was supportive to you, and that helps you during this transit. Let me know again in the comments down below, and I'm going to move into group number 4. Group number 4, you have the cards of Universal Light, and Make It God's. Okay, I think this is another, this is a Soul Star Chakra. Card number 34, so I'm just going to read the message for you for Universal Light. And it also comes with an affirmation that you can say throughout this week to continue to support your Soul Star Chakra. Also, for those of you who might not know what the Soul Star Chakra is, the Soul Star Chakra is located about 6 inches above the Crown Chakra. It is our connection between the spiritual and physical, heaven and earth, and bridges the light of the soul into the physical body. It is where the soul or the spirit enters into the 3rd dimension, which is the physical reality of the conscious being. So that is the Soul Star. You have pulled this card today to remind you that you are always connected to and an extension of the powerful universal light of the cosmos. This light is what fuels your soul and gives birth to the stars. It is the all-wise, all-knowing, all-loving energy of the universe. This light is divine, unconditional love at its purest. Sometimes you can feel disconnected and shut off from this light. However, in truth, you are an extension of and made up of this energy and can never be separate. This light loves, guides, and supports you at all times. You are being encouraged to focus on this divine connection to the cosmos and do what is required to deepen and awaken fully to this universal light. You may like to introduce meditation to your daily routine, attend a spiritual awakening event or workshop, work with some powerful breathing exercises, or even take up yoga to deepen your connection. Whatever you choose, make sure to action this connection to the universal light of the cosmos. As you awaken to this unconditional love, you will feel an abundance of wisdom, support, strength, and light within you and your world. It will assist you to make clear decisions as you step towards your personal power. Your heart will expand with love as your soul heals, bringing you peace of mind and well-being into your world. This universal light of the universe loves you no matter what you have or haven't done in your life. It does not judge, and it is unconditional. It understands you at the deepest level. This light is you, your pure essence. Open your heart to receive the love of the universe, of universal light available to you at all times. You are an amazing, powerful being, and now it is time to believe in your light. Your affirmation is, I am a divine channel of universal light. I am a divine channel of universal light. So you can say this affirmation throughout your week to continue to work with this chakra, to continue to strengthen it, and to continue to step into your own universal light. Yeah, I feel like group number 4, you have a strong calling, you have a strong purpose. Make it God's. Release the idea of my. As soon as you start to say the money, the relationship, the job, freedom arrives. When there is no grasping, the right actions get shown. Free me from the prison of my, dear Lord. Yeah, this universal light, like, it was given to you because you have divine's work to do. You have, again, as I said, a strong purpose, a strong calling. You are clearly connected to the ancestors and to your guides. It's about letting that light in to move through you. You are a channel, essentially, for the work of the divine, for the work of also your higher self, but also channeling the energy and the blessings that your ancestors also have to give to you to be able to continue to do the work that you were meant to do, to be able to step into service in the way that you are meant to. So definitely working with your soul star chakra, but I'm also feeling your heart chakra, to just open your heart. And then you also have one red tree here. So I'm also seeing your root chakra to just ground that energy, right? So soul star, heart chakra, and root chakra. For you, group number 4, you have the card number 34, which is a card number 7, which is, again, divine understanding coming through. It's also like leveling up kind of energy. It's allowing wisdom to come in to help you know which way and which direction to go. That helps you to move up. This is strengthening your connection with your guides. Okay, what's going on for group number 4? Wow. Okay, interesting. Give me one more. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to take that one back. Sorry. I just want to make sure that they fall out as I'm shuffling, just so I know that it's a clear message for you. Last card. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Swords at the bottom of your deck. This is someone who is definitely a lot of feminine energy for you in this group, which is expected with the spiritual connection that you have. But this is connecting to your truth. This is learning your lessons. This is possibly teaching lessons as well. You may be a teacher. Yeah, this is divine wisdom, divine understanding, the divine lessons that are coming through for you. You have 10 of Pentacles in the Lovers. So definitely abundance, wealth, love, partnership is coming through for you for this full moon, which is incredible and amazing. Supported by your ancestors, which is why they want you to connect with them so badly, because it's also like even the relationship that you have, make it divine. It's like you came together for a reason. You came together to, like, look at that. You have divine watching over you. This is like the twin flame angel type of energy. But it's an energy that is supporting, that is watching over this relationship, again, right? This family, this energy that's watching over and supporting this energy, because you came here and came together with work to do. And it's trusting that you will feel supported, you will feel abundant, you will have always more than you need, so that you are able to also continue to give, right? Make it God's. Yes, it is for you, but it's more than just for you. It's for the collective. You have 7 of Swords here, which can be like self-sabotaging energy, deceptive energy, sneaky energy. So I'm more so just seeing, be careful of any of this energy that you might have, or that might have been within this relationship or partnership, or I'm definitely feeling like family energy and relationship. But this could just be a partnership that brings you a lot of wealth and abundance as well, like a business partnership. But I am definitely more so seeing family and a romantic relationship. But just be careful of any self-sabotaging energies, any sneakiness or any deceptiveness. This is about being truthful, right? Being truthful, because you do have definitely blessings and opportunities. For some of you, possibly children. There's definitely a theme of children and pregnancy coming through. So this could also be like you're carrying a child, like you're bringing forth an ancestor that also has, like, there's an energy of like you are again bringing through an ancestor that also has work to do. And Spirit wants to make sure that you are supported, that you are stable, and have all the resources, all the, like, you have a lot of Pentacles energy, all the physical abundance that you need to be able to support this child or this creation for you, if this is more of a business venture. You also have Queen of Pentacles, though, which is definitely about grounding. I'm definitely feeling like ground from this energy. Connect to your heart chakra, as I was saying, but you're also your root chakra, right? Ground ground that energy. Allow your blessings, allow the abundance to come to you. This is also like, don't sabotage yourself by having maybe negative thoughts or doubtful thoughts or anything like that. Like, allow divine wisdom to come through. Don't allow your shadow to feed you with mental confusion that makes you feel that makes you deceptive within this relationship, or it makes you sabotage within this relationship. Cut through that, because you have so much more. You have so much abundance that is for you, and that is coming to you, and that you are manifesting as well. Queen of Earth, she knows how to manifest her blessings through her. She has all the resources, the pentacles that she needs to be able to build this legacy, to be able to build this home as well. I just want to pull one more card for you. Closing energies for number 4. That's the last thing that Spirit wants you to know. 4 of Cups. Okay, interesting. This is giving me, you might have an unexpected friend supporting you and helping you. But it's also let go of any feelings of a missed opportunity that might cause you to sabotage this relationship or friendship. Like, there may have been something, or you were trying to move forward with something, but I feel like, again, like there was an energy of you were claiming it too much. You were over obsessive of what you had, and then you became kind of bored with it, and so you sabotaged it, because it's not yours. It's not about you. Like, yes, it's about you. You are meant to like experience these experiences as well and live in abundance, live in blessings and happiness, but let it, like, give it to God. Make it God's. And trust that you will have the help that you need. Trust that the love that is meant to come into your life will come into your life to support you. There's also very much an innocence energy here. For some of you, you might want to check out group number 2. It is coming in if you feel so called to. And then your last, the underlying energy, bottom of the deck, is the 9 of Pentacles, which is about personal growth. It's about personal abundance. Like, you can do it on your own, but it's so much nicer to have someone there to help you. So also don't sabotage this relationship, and don't sabotage the innocence within this relationship as well, and the potential that it has to build this legacy, right? Also, this ancestor looks very much like the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know if you can see that. But you definitely have help on the other side that is supporting you, and that wants to see you in abundance, wants to see you bring blessings and abundance into your life, have love, have more than you need. All the pentacles that you need, all the food that you need, whatever it is that you need. Just because you can do it on your own, don't sabotage the partnership. Or just because more so you feel like you could do it on your own. I mean, I'm sure you could, but this partnership is destined. You are meant to do this together because you have complementing, like, equal and opposite energies that you're meant to move forward with within this relationship or this partnership. So that is your message, group number 4. I hope that resonated with you. I hope that was helpful to you. Happy healing, and I will see you in my next one.